The night air in Bangkok's Sukhumvit Soi 11 was thick and humid, alive with neon lights and the distant growl of tuk-tuks. I was Liam, a fresh-faced American backpacker, just off the plane and buzzing with the energy of a new city. I'd heard the stories, of course, the whispered warnings about scams that prey on tourists, but I dismissed them. Those were for the other guys, the ones who weren't as street smart as I thought I was. My wallet was tucked securely in my front pocket, a small, smug victory against the cautionary tales. But my real mistake wasn't where I kept my money. It was a naive curiosity that pulled me away from the bright, crowded streets. I decided to take a shortcut, drawn by the promise of a cheaper beer down a less lit side street. That's when he appeared, almost out of nowhere. A Thai man, impeccably dressed, who spoke surprisingly good English. He had this disarming smile. "Hello, my friend," he said, his voice smooth. "First time in Bangkok. You look a little lost. Let me help you. I can show you a secret bar. Very local, very cheap." I was flattered. This felt like the real deal, an authentic experience away from the tourist traps. So I nodded, ignoring a sudden chill that prickled my skin despite the oppressive heat. Why did I feel that? It was a warning I chose to ignore. He led me down a narrow, dimly lit alley. The energy here was different from the main street. It was quieter, but more intense. The smiles from the people we passed felt less genuine, their glances sharper, more calculating. We stopped at a nondescript door and went inside. The room was small and filled with smoke, a single card table sitting in the center. 3 men were already there, their faces stern and unreadable. My guide, the friendly one, offered me a drink. "Our special local whiskey," he announced proudly. "Very strong." I took a sip. It was sickly sweet, but I could feel a potent kick hiding beneath the sugar. It was designed to lower my guard, and it was working. Then, he gestured to the table. "My friends play a simple game," he said. "Easy to learn. You can win big money. A little fun for your first night, eh?" Fueled by the strange drink and the man's persuasive charm, I felt a surge of false confidence. What could go wrong? It seemed like a harmless cultural experience, a story to tell my friends back home. I agreed to a small bet, just to be part of the scene. I watched the cards intently as they were dealt, and I won. The first hand was mine, then the second. A rush of excitement went through me. The men at the table smiled, encouraging me to play again. This was easy money, an insider tip. I felt like I had stumbled upon a secret jackpot. But even as I won, their smiles started to feel unsettling, almost predatory. Why were their smiles so unnerving? I decided to up my bet. I was on a roll, right? The third hand was dealt. The cards flipped over. This time, I lost. But it wasn't just a loss, it felt wrong. The friendly man quickly started explaining a misunderstanding of the rules, some subtle detail I had supposedly missed. I tried to protest, to argue that they were changing things, but as I did, the smiles vanished from the faces of the other men. Their eyes turned cold, unblinking. It was like a switch had been flipped. One of them, a big guy with tattoos crawling up his neck, just placed his hand flat on the table and slowly flexed his fingers. The message was clear. No words were needed. This wasn't a friendly game anymore. It was a trap, and I had walked right into it. My heart started hammering against my ribs. The smoky room suddenly felt suffocating. I quickly paid what they said I owed, losing a lot more than I had planned. "I'm done," I managed to say, trying my best to keep my voice steady. "Thank you for the game." I thought it was over. But as I turned to leave, the friendly man stopped me. "Oh, but you owe us for the drinks," he said, his voice no longer warm and welcoming. It was demanding. He named an exorbitant price for that one small, sweet whiskey I'd had. I hesitated for a second, and that's when the tattooed man subtly shifted his weight, his large frame radiating pure menace. The threat hung in the air, thick and heavy. My hands were shaking as I pulled out more cash. I didn't argue. I didn't say another word. I just handed it over. I knew that resisting would only make things worse, much worse. All I could think was, where is the nearest exit? I needed to get out of there. I walked out of that room, the sickly sweet taste of the drink still coating my tongue, and I didn't look back. The moment I stepped back onto the brightly lit main street, it felt like a haven. The noise, the crowds, the chaos, it was all an overwhelming comfort. I had just paid a steep price for a very hard lesson. That night taught me that the local secrets you hear about are often just sophisticated traps set by predators. True authenticity isn't found in a dark alley with strangers offering easy money. It's found in genuine connections, not forced encounters. The thrill of adventure I was chasing had turned into the cold, terrifying dread of being truly, hopelessly alone and vulnerable in a foreign city. It's a story I'm sharing because travel is amazing, but it's crucial to stay aware. Trust your instincts. If a situation feels wrong, it probably is. Don't let the search for an authentic experience lead you into a dangerous one. Stay safe out there, and always watch your back. Thanks for listening to my story. If you have any travel stories of your own, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.